Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Trending Thursday. What just happened to my chair? Put my chair up. All right. Hi, everybody. Glad to have you here for Trending Thursday. My name is Glenn, Senior Instructor here at VectorVest. If you can hear me, by all means, let me know in the chat, preferably with VV Nation, and let me know that I am coming across loud and clear. Joey, I need to see how many people are here. Joey's in the background. He's my super producer. What? Is that right? I don't know what that just happened, but anyway, it looks like we got a lot of folks here. Huh?
This is right.
Wow, we got a lot of folks here. I guess the idea of knowing that if today is blast off day is enough to get a lot of you here today. So holy smokes, thank you for being here. And today we're going to spend a little bit of time. Is today the blast off day? Two different ideas happened over the last couple of days. I did a video talking about the death cross, and Ryan did a video yesterday talking about the 5 steps to knowing about what to do from a bottom fishing perspective. So put those two things together. Where exactly are we? And we're going to definitely talk about that today. We're going to spend a lot of time. That number looked crazy, and it's still jumping all over the place. Yeah. Holy smokes. So just revised to 148, and guess what? Short bus window liquor, like the name, went back up to 270. Let's see if we can get 300 people here. Let's make it happen. Today could be a pivotal day in the market. A pivotal day in the market. Need to hit 300. Come on, there you go, Jazz. Thank you for that. Hey, share it. Share the link right now. Joey's going to put the link in the chat. Share the link. It went back to 540. What is this? This is all over the place. I don't know. Listen, I'm taking it, though. I'm taking it. Let's get this rock and rolling. All right. This is what we see on the homepage. Let's get past that, only because all of the major indices are up bigly today. Everything is up over 1%. That lets me know that this definitely could be a blast-off day. I can use my thing today, right, Joey? Gosh dang it, I can't remember what I can do and what I can't do. There it is. Let's go take a look. Here's the market as of today. Looks like with as many people as we got to get right into it. Big up day in the market today. Nice open candle. No wick at the top. Where are we, though? Right at a definitive line, a trend line in the market, a definitive trend line that has done a really good job in letting us know, hey, no, pull back. We're getting right to that trend line right now. One of the things that Ryan talked about was talking about making sure the market was moving up with volume. So I'm going to put on the VVC. VVC gives me volume. Same thing as the market timing graph, but as a stock. The VVC is now being looked at as a stock, and now I can look at volume. We are above average volume today with today's move. I'm also looking at the 3 and the 8, and I've got a 20-day simple moving average for trend. All right, VectorVest, this is the type of day where Glenn doesn't need his Cafe Bustelo. Man, we got a lot of folks here, and I'm loving it. All I got to say is thank you guys for inviting. Whatever y'all did, thank you so much for getting people here. I don't know what happened, and I'm not questioning it. Now, these are things that I do like. Now, I took the trend line off, and for a trend right now, I'm looking at a 20-day simple moving average. I think that does a good job of looking at trend. The short-term moving averages I'm using is the 3 and the 8 exponential moving average. Not only do we have the 3-8 crossing today, we're breaking above the 20-day moving average as well. All right, so putting all of this together, I just tweeted the channel to all my outlets. Is that what you did, Trading Path? Man, whatever you did, I think you played a big role in getting a lot of the people that we got here today. Thank you so much for that, man. Thank you very, very much so much. Nat says, hi, Glenn. I missed that video on Friday. Watched it yesterday. CI is everything. CI is a great indicator. It is a great indicator. I talked a lot about CI yesterday in the stock picks that I had between me and Ryan. The majority of my stocks were high CI stocks. All right, so putting this all together, let's go back to the market timing graph. Do we have a primary wave up? Yes, we do. Do we have a green light in the color guard pricing column? No, we don't, and that can't happen at least until Monday. What else was on the list? Making sure we have follow through. Beautiful day today, big open candle. I like the candle coming off of a low, coming off of the MTI and buy to sell ratio showing levels of being oversold in the market, looking for a bottom. Could this be coming in? This is where I want you guys to pay attention. All right, look at me. Can we break through this persistent downtrend? And if we can, and with follow through, then I think we're in a good position to say that we can bottom fish. The next thing that I'm really looking for is for the DEW to go up, because every time the primary wave has gone up, it is retraced quickly. So now let's go move from the primary wave to the DEW. The DEW has been down, and it has been down since 8/11 of 2023. Even with these runs up, the DEW never turned up. So in the current market's conditions, with inflation, with interest rates, with war in Ukraine, or war in Israel, all of the things that are going on, I am really looking for more sustainability with the DEW. Does that make sense to everybody in the room? Yes or no? Because everybody's asking the question, is it time to bottom fish? Is it time to bottom fish? Is it time to bottom fish? All right, let's be short and sweet. Should we pick from the bottom? I see, Akshaya, I just answered your question. Akshaya, that's Akshaya. That's why I want everybody in the room to let me know that they understood what I just said. All right, that's exactly the reason why you asked that question. Is the exact reason why I want everybody in the room to answer the question. That's what I'm looking for. Mark says no. Mark, if you decide, and look at this, all these different times, and Mark, I want to put this back on again. Looking at the primary wave, every time we've gotten a primary wave up, we've come to this level of a trend line. Up, level of the trend line. Up, level of the trend line. Mark, does that now make sense? Mark, does that now make sense? That's why I do not want to just go. I don't want to just go off of the primary wave. I love the move. I love the move here. The move. We had a hammer, the 3/8, the whole kit and caboodle. I loved it. But this trend line is stopping us each and every time. Thus the reason why I am looking for the DEW timing signal to go up. I feel like time to get in the tackle box. Time to get in the tackle box and find some nice lures to catch. And you know something? I'm with getting ready. All right. I just personally, I would really like to see the DEW go up before I pull the trigger. All right. So that's what I'm looking for. That's what I'm looking for. Now, that doesn't stop you if you're a little bit more aggressive to want to jump now, knowing that the indicators were telling us we were looking for a bottom, knowing that the 3/8 cross, knowing that we're coming up to a trend line, knowing that we could possibly get a green light on Monday. If you're comfortable with what's going on right now, I'm not going to tell you not to jump, but I'm going to tell you that every time that we've jumped over the last couple of months, we've been stymied by this trend line. All right, so that's what I want you to just know. BSR, 0.19, plenty of room for this market to move. John, I'm with you. I am with you. All right. And you've heard me say it on more than one occasion. This market's just not doing what I would like for the market to do. I'm tired of trying to guess at what the market should be doing. But I'm telling everybody in this room to watch this trend line. All right, watch it. Apple earnings is going to probably move the market one way or another. And as a matter of fact, talking about that, I'm going to put that up real quick. Put this on a 3-month graph. What do I think is going to happen with Apple? Look at that pre-move of the earnings. The 3/8 cross, it's back above the trend line again. Again, another trend line with Apple, just like we got with the market. And what has happened each time? It stopped at that trend line. I like the pre-move prior to earnings. But again, all I want you to do, folks, is just keep your eyes on these things. Keep your eyes on these things. All right. The only indicator that gave us a death cross was the VectorVest composite. Not the Dow, not the NASDAQ, not the S&P. Just the composite. But keep in mind, the VectorVest composite tracks the move of over 9,000 stocks. So Apple, I think they beat earnings. I don't know about revenues, especially because China's trying to cut back. No. I think they beat earnings. I think they missed revenues, but that's just my insight. All right, that is just my insight. Michael says, "Hey Glenn, is this another example of the market itching to rally?" And I gotta say, yes, I think it's another one of those times. But until we can break through this downtrend, or looking at the VVC, as long as we can stay above this trend line of the 20-day simple moving average, we are trading above volume, above average volume. I do like that. I just need us to be able to sustain and move. All right. So that's what I've got. That's what I've got going on, and that's what I think is going on in the market. Nat says, "I trust you, Glenn. I've been pretty much spot on since I started following dividend." Listen, it ain't divine. It ain't divine. And that I met you. It ain't divine. It's just, I'm just a guy. All right, I'm just a guy. Ultra Magnus says, "I'm scared to the end of the year." A lot of things can happen. All right, and I think that the market's taking advantage of us as investors, knowing that anything can happen, and people want to jump because they don't want to miss out. I think that even if we do break through and we get a DEW, I don't think we're going to leave a lot on the table. I would rather err on the side of caution than to get caught up in these moves that just come back down. Santa Claus rally early. You know something? I think that we do get a Santa rally, but based on everything that's going on in the market, I don't think that it's going to be an extended Santa rally. I just don't think. So now let's talk about some of the news that's moving the market, because I want to talk about that as well. Let's get into some of the stories that's moving the market. Futures higher after the Fed decision. Apple earnings ahead. What's moving the markets? A lot of what's moving the markets is what the Fed did. The Fed paused again. This is the third session that the Fed has paused. Everybody knows that I'm not on board with the Fed pausing, and I'll tell you why in a second. Futures inch high after the Fed verdict. 2, Powell vows to proceed. What? Carefully. That becomes Fed talk. All right? That becomes Fed talk. I'm up a major yesterday, thanks to VectorVest. Scared to hold overnight. Took my gains and closed out. Way to go, Charlene. Nat says, should have said VV Nation. Okay, well, you got it here. It says VV Nation now. Apple earnings ahead. Shell increases on share buybacks. Interesting that a couple of oil companies are moving. Shell went down. Shell, earnings wise, what did I have? Shell missed on earnings and revenue. But then you look at Exxon. Exxon is up at highs. So kind of interesting in that some oil stocks are moving and some oil stocks are not. It all looks good, but I worry about these doggone wars. And again, anything can happen between now and even next week. Crude ends a 3-day decline following the Fed decision as well. All right. Wall Street rallies over 1% on bets of the peak U.S. interest rates. A lot of people feel that now we got one more session, one more decision at the end of the year. People think that the Fed is done. The Fed keeps saying over and over again that hikes are still on the table. And I think we've gotten it in our minds, not in my mind though, gotten in our minds that he's not going to raise any more this year. I think he still needed to do one more raise. But again, I'm not the Fed guy. I'm not him. All right, Fed back to transitory. Good question, Tommy. I don't know. I don't think that they will ever use that word again. I don't think that they will ever use that word transitory again when it comes down to interest rates. But I'm going to show you some stories that show that inflation is going to raise its ugly head. Now, this is a big topic right here. Will CD rates climb higher? And the reason why that's a big topic of interest is because a lot of people are afraid of what's going on in the market. They're afraid of losing money in the market, and they're moving their money into CDs. Why? Because they are paying higher interest. Because interest rates are higher, they're paying more interest, and it's a safe investment. But the CDs right now are about 5.5% for an 18-month CD. And I asked the question yesterday. for the most part, are you guys who are VectorVest subscribers outpacing a 5.5% return on your investments? And emphatically, I got yes. All right. So the people who are moving over to these fixed income type situations are people that are either really scared, people who are inexperienced in managing their own money, and they're making the wrong decisions in what they buy, sell, and all that kind of stuff. Those are the people that are going to be attracted by this. But I think that most of all, for people, especially in VV Nation, who are trading their own money, I think that they can see definitely that they can outpace 5.5%. Robert says, I'm positive outlook for the end of this year. So far, this is my best year, up 35+%. Way to go, Robert. I'm with you 110%. I'm done well over this year as well. Just doing the right things at the right time. Alex says 18% this year return thanks to VectorVest. Tomorrow is an important day for follow through. Absolutely, Marie. Absolutely. So I want you guys to keep your eyes on what's going on in the market by way of the VVC if you're a subscriber. By the way, if you're not a subscriber to the VectorVest system and would like to be, Joey's going to put a link. You can take advantage of a 30-day trial to the VectorVest system for 99 cents. You want to see what's on that VVC and follow that trend line and look at our market timing calls. 99 cents gets you a trial for 30 days. Nora says, am I bullish on Apple? I think that if they miss revenue, I'm not bullish on Apple, but there's another side of playing the Apple trade. Knowing that all of the new products that they put out, the phone, the new MacBook Pro came out with the M3 chip here, that the computer is super fast. Those are the things that may keep Apple afloat on top of the services. I think it's all of the different services that they have that has been carrying Apple, because the sales of the devices, whether it's an iPad, iPhone, watch, computer, have been up and down, up and down, up and down. So I think more so it's the services that are carrying the Apple ecosystem right now. What do you think about Tesla? I am still bearish on Tesla. I'm playing TSLQ. I was up 20% on it. I'm only up now 10%, thinking about taking my profit on it. I think as long as Tesla continues to have a pricing war with China, it's going to affect the bottom line, and investors are not going to like it. All right, investors, no matter what Elon Musk says, blah, 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 investors are not going to like it because they're going to get a lot less revenue with the lower price of the cars. All right. Canada, some banks offer 6+% as limited offers. No locking in, no term deposits. Again, money goes where money grows. So it's IY versus EY. Interest yield versus earnings yield. And why was so much money going into the market all of this time? It's because there was no interest being played on the fixed income stuff. Now that that story has changed, it's going to pull a lot of money out of the market, which is why I still think that the market has more downside. All right, but I can't fight the tape. If the market's going to move up and give us an opportunity to make money, then we're going to concentrate on that. I still think that there's a lot of other things holding the market down and will continue to hold the market down, but the market could prove me a liar, and we'll see what goes on with that. All right, so let's now talk about some of the earnings plays. No, this is not even an earnings play. UAW might have had its effect on getting employees better pay and all that. Toyota said, I don't want none of that smoke. Toyota hikes wages of U.S. factory workers after UAW labor deals. Toyota said, we ain't trying to go through that. They say, listen, we don't want to go through no strikes. We're going to just raise the money. Very interesting domino effect. And I'm wondering if more of the car manufacturers are going to do the same thing. All right. I'm just curious to know. Glenn, if the DEW turns long, don't stay short until. Oh, no, John, I'm looking at what happens today. I may pull that trade off the table. I haven't pulled it off yet. I may pull that trade off the table, all right, and take my profit and not give it all back like I did Xro. Notice that Xro is a big move up today. You notice that Toyota said, Mama didn't raise no fool. I'm with you, Fitz. Toyota said, we ain't trying to go through none of that. Y'all, listen. Y'all want some more money? We'll give you more money. I just keep that strike stuff away from me. I like that play on Toyota. Toyota said, nah, I don't want none of that. I think that was a good play on for them. Palantir. Everybody knows that that's my other speculative stock outside of Xroth. Look at this. This stock is up like 20% today. Palantir surges as AI to power growth after most significant profit. My biggest thing with Palantir is they've got contract after contract after contract. It just hasn't turned into profit. It's going to slowly but surely do that. It's going to surely but do that. Toyota putting $8 billion in the EV vehicles. And you know something, because the demand in EVs is so high, every major manufacturer, car manufacturer, is putting money into EV. I don't think any of them is going to catch Tesla anytime soon. All right. And this is another reason why Tesla can do what they're doing, because they are the big boys in the EV space. No one can catch them. No one can touch them except for Boyd. That's over in China, though. All right. And that's who they're going after, the Boyd cars, BYD. But I think nobody can touch them just quite yet. No U.S. manufacturer can touch them as far as EV sales are concerned. LAC killed my portfolio. I'm sorry, Ultra Magnus. Lifestyle said, I tried the Derby, the successful investor, and learned a lot and learning about options. Well, what did you say, Mark? Did you say buy Xroth? No, I'm not, you know something, I don't even want to talk about Xroth. But Mark, I hate you, Mark. Not in a bad way, though. Not in a bad way, Mark. EXROF. Let's go look at Xroth. Big move today. Put it on a 3-month graph. Big move today. The 3 and the 8 just crossed back on it. There's reasons why, which I will not get into. There's some big news, possibly big news on Xroth going on right now. Hyundai I like too, Mark. Don't get me wrong. Hyundai I like as well. But from an Xroth position, coming off a level of support, nice move today. Trading at session highs. The 3 and the 8 cross, not above trend yet. I do, everybody knows I own Xroth. I own a lot of it. Goodness gracious. Mark Norton, is that you buying X? Don't start. Don't even start. I bring up CFLT because VectorVest said it was valued at $3. I made money on it, but wow, it fell 42% today. What is that? CFLD. Let me write that down. I'll take a look at that. CFLD. Was it undervalued? CFLD. Clearfield. That's Clearfield, right? Palantir had a great earnings report this AM. Yes, it did, Bill. I might think about getting back into it. I keep getting into it and I get out of it. I think long term it's a good play. That's Palantir. I think long term it's a good play. But it's got to show me something. What's the show me state? Is that Minnesota's the show me state? Yes or no? CFLT. Oh, CFLT. John Boston, you can get a discount on a coil driver if you use Cloak. It's Missouri. Thank you, Mark. It's Missouri. I know it was an M state. Missouri. Palantir, look at that. Where did Palantir go? Even with the nice move on the earnings, it went right to a level of resistance and pulled back from there. All right, the 3 and the 8 cross, and it's above trend, but it went right to a level of resistance and pulled back on big volume. If you're not in it, I'd wait to see if it can get above 18.19 before I pull the trigger on it. All right, let's get back into the news real quick. I got a lot of stories. Joey's like, why you got so many stories? Toyota, another Toyota story. Toyota posts 155% increase in operating profits as global sales jump 13%. This is why they're making the money. This is why they said, yo, y'all want higher wages? I give you some higher wages. Just keep that strike stuff away from me. So I like the Toyota play. Roku, how about this? Roku stock soars 30% on third quarter revenue beat. Solid outlook. Streaming. Go to the next one. Shopify. Shopify shares surged 20% on earnings beat. Rosy guidance. Next one. Starbucks surge on earnings beat as U.S. consumers splurge on beverages. And then another streaming service. All right, Hulu's valuation is still up in the air, but this is looking at Disney and Comcast. Disney, huh?
Checking off.
Oh, Disney, wrong way. Ooh, what's up with that?
That was just not going to fit, huh?
It doesn't look like it wants to fit. Anyway, Disney is going to buy Comcast 33% stake in Hulu. So Disney is going to pick up 33% stake in Hulu. Streaming. I'm going to ask on all of these, Roku, Shopify, Starbucks, streaming. What do they all have in common? Oh, did it fit finally? It did. What do they all have in common? I'm going to say that. Huh? I put it on program. Okay. What do they all have in common? Roku, Shopify, Starbucks, streaming. There you go. Exactly what I was looking for, John. That's exactly what I was looking for. Consumer products. This is where money is being spent. A subscription service. Roku, Shopify, I don't know if Shopify is or Starbucks is, but they are all consumer products, which means people are spending money, which also means what? You know that Roku's everywhere. Roku did smart by doing that. If people are spending money, what does that affect? If people are spending money, what does that affect? Somebody type it in the room. And this is why this market has been tricky. This is why nobody's typed it in the room. Credit cards being abused, that's one way. There you go. Thank you, Mark. It's inflation. It's inflation. More debt. I'll take more debt. But the big thing I was looking for, Fitz said it too. The economy stays strong. If the economy is staying strong and we're still pausing interest rates, inflation's going to rear its ugly head again. And then what does the Fed do at that point? Nobody's paying their tuition bill. There you go. Blair says earnings. And you know something? It's interesting when you talk about earnings. This is stuff you got to listen up to right here too. Earnings, people are beating earnings. I totally understand that. But what else are people for the most part doing? They're guiding lower. If you guide lower for the next quarter, it makes it a little easier for you to beat earnings the next quarter as well, right? A lot of guiding lower based upon market conditions, based on the economic conditions. I still say that the market has more downside. If people are going to get into fixed income stuff, what's going to happen? It's going to pull people out of the market, all right? And if the economy is still going and the Fed has to turn around and still raise interest rates, that's going to pull the market down. We got wars that we're trying to help out with in both Ukraine and Israel. We spend more money because we're giving them more money. We're giving them more aid. What does that do? Raise inflation. Folks, there's a lot of factors that are raising inflation right now, and that's not what the Fed needs to see. And when the Fed now pauses for 3 decisions in a row, I think he's setting us up for some bad stuff. Does anybody agree with that? Does anybody agree with that? Yes or no? If you type in no, again, I don't call nobody out for nothing. That's not, I ask the questions because I like the interaction. I want your insights. Oh, and that's another one. Tom is right. We got a potential government shutdown coming in November. We just kicked the can down. We just kicked the can down the road for funding the government, didn't we? I totally forgot all about that. No, Jay Powell says 2% will take a long time. Jeff, he did say that it's going to be higher for longer. He did say that. But higher for longer, is that good for the economy or not good for the economy? I think higher for longer is still not good for the economy. Credit card companies are raising limits so people will spend more money. Yeah, they're raising the limits, Lee, but you know what else they're doing? They're raising the amount of money you got to pay back on. They're doing both. All right, shut the government down and fire everyone. That will help inflation. You know something? You know what I think is, and I hate, you know me, I don't like being political, but you know what I think would drive us to make decisions faster in Congress? Is if you shut down the government, you stop their pay too. Their pay doesn't get stopped. Am I right or wrong? Their pay, they still get paid, right? Even though they're part of the government, they still get paid. Yeah, I don't think that's right. Or, and you stay not paid until you get it right or you fix it. Now, granted, it does come back. It does come back and it gets retroactive. I totally understand that. But I think that if you're taking the money out of their pocket, just like you're taking the money out of the essential people who are working for the government's pocket, I think that's some incentive to get decisions made faster. All right. Mark says that's wrong on so many levels. What I just said, Mark? Mark says it's wrong on so many levels. All right. I'm sorry. All right. Have them not paid until they balance the budget and have them have the same Medicare we have. There's a lot. Ooh-wee. Now, Mark and I have sat down and we've had a couple of beers, but you know something? We've never really gone down the whole political thing. Right? So they still get paid is wrong. They don't get paid? I thought they did. I thought they still got paid. See, then maybe I learned. Again, that's why I said, was I right or wrong? So. All right. Fed will raise rates. When, Marie? I think they should have done it before. Maybe does it happen in December? Does it happen in December? They do, but that's so wrong. All right, Mark says they do, but that's so wrong. Okay, that's what didn't I just say that, Mark? Didn't I just say that they shouldn't get paid? Sigh. Did I not just say that, Mark? I'm just wondering. Was I awake when I said it? Were you awake when you were listening? Did your ears twitch? Did I stutter? Holy smokes. You're making my head hurt, Mark. It's a good thing I love you like a brother. You were agreeing with me for once. It didn't sound like it. And that's probably why you didn't sound like it. Ooh. Black Monday may be happening. I don't know. That's a Black Swan event. You can't predict one of those. That's why it's Black Swan. Go ahead and sing a song about now. Sing a song. I don't know. I can sing the blues. Woke up this morning. Do. Looked at my stocks. Do. I turned around and went on back to bed, All right, that's my blues. I just sang my blues song. I just made it up on the fly. That was my blues song. All right. Yikes, John. He says yikes. I just sang the blues. Fed will have to eventually raise rates, but Powell won't write before Christmas. I don't know. I don't know. I think Mark, who just said that? Mark, I think he should have done it by now. Stop. You are not Sting. Okay. All right, I'm not going to sing anymore. All right, that's all my stories. That's all my stories for today. Let's go look at my portfolios. They get back pay when the budget is settled. I think everybody gets back pay when the budget is settled, right? All right, let me take a look at the market one more time before I get into it. A very little wick at the top of the candle, which means we're still trading at session highs for the day. All right, let's go to the viewers tab. Let's go look at the markets. Here's the markets. Again, everything was up. Everything was up in excess of 1%. Look at that. It's the Russell 2000, the riskier stocks. A lot of people are on board with playing the riskier stocks today. They're up 2%. That's the Russell. All right. Wow. A Fox gave me a gong. You remember the Gong Show? A Fox just gave me the gong. Wow. Who was the dude that used to come up on stage on the Gong Show? What was his name? Little short guy with white hair. Anybody remember his name? But I just got gonged by A Fox. What does the Black Swan mean? The Black Swan means it's a big event that affects the market adversely, and it just comes out of the blue. Chuck Woolery, there it is. Thank you. Glenn, show the performance charts on the IWM. I can do that. Let's do that real quick. Let's go look at what they all look like. Let's go put on the IWM, and let's change it from a stock graph to a performance graph. Let's go take off. There we go. ETF small cap. I'm going to take that off. Let's go put on the IWM. Let's go put on, what do you want? The DJI? You want the VVC? VVC, comma, I'll go put on the Dow, comma, let's go put on the SPX, and let's go put on the Qs. Let's go, and so there's the IWM. Let's look at the VVC. It's outperforming the VVC. What time period I'm looking at? Probably looking. No. Let's go put this on end of day. Let's put it on a 3-month graph. All right, there we go. The IWM is out. The VVC is outperforming the market. All right, the VVC is outperforming the IWM. The Dow is outperforming the VVC. The S&P is right with the Dow, outperforming the VVC. And here's the big one. The Qs is blowing everybody out the way. The IWM, though, is performing the least. What's performing the best out of, over the last 3 months, looking at all of the major indices, looks like it's the Qs. Looks like it's the Qs. Go back 6 months, see if it changes. The Qs are the big winners over the last 6 months, followed then by the white line, which is the SPX, followed by the blue line, which is the Dow, followed by, look at the IWM and the VectorVest composite on the performance graph are neck and neck, but the biggest winners over the last 6 months is the NASDAQ, the tech stocks. All right. What's your thought about Kava? Oh, Kava didn't they just do, aren't they reporting? I don't know how I feel about Kava. And what's my, something? When we get ready to look at stocks, I'll look at Kava and I'll look at USO. How about that? I'll look at Kava and I'll look at USO for oil. I'm already going to look at CFLT. All right, let's go back to the viewers. All right, here's the big new stocks. All right, we talked about these stocks in the news. All right, we talked about these stocks in the news. Amazon, I didn't show that story. Amazon made $1 billion through secret price raising algorithms. That's not cool to me. Now, this is a story that broke back in September. This was a story that broke back in September, but they've got more information on it. Amazon deliberately raised prices by more than $1 billion through secret algorithms known as Project Nessie. This is so not cool. It was Chuck Barris, not Chuck Woolery. Thank you, Kirk. It was Chuck Barris. All right. Got to run for a doctor's appointment. Catch you tomorrow on the mobile app. Have a good day, Mark. eBay meets Glenn's criteria. I'll look at eBay too if you want me to look at eBay when we look at stocks. eBay. All right, but so Amazon made my list. I don't know how I quite feel about this. All right. I gotta do more soul searching thinking about that. But Amazon made my list. Apple earnings are coming out. The stock is up about 2% prior to earnings coming out. Shell missed on earnings and revenue, yet they're up almost 5% today. Palantir did a bang-up job, up 19%. Roku, up 30%. Starbucks, again, all of these are subscriptions or people spending money. Starbucks, up 10%. Comcast is part of the Roku Disney deal. I think Disney's trying to do everything. They're the last one by VST in the list. Disney's trying to do everything to overcome what's going on between Disney and the governor of Florida. And that's why Iger is here. There's oil. Every stock that made the news today from earnings or whatever the story was is up today. Do I go and buy any of these stocks? I would concentrate on the stocks that have a VST above 1. All of them have at or above 1 except for Toyota and Disney. And I think Toyota did the right thing by saying, yo, keep that smoke away from me about striking. I'm not trying to take that loss. You want higher wages? We'll pay you higher wages. I think that was a good deal for them. Fundamentally, they're not sound. They don't want to take no hurt. They're fundamentally already not sound, only growing their earnings at a clip of 4% a year. They don't want no talk about strike hitting them. All right, they don't want no talk about strikes picking him. APLS and Levi. APLS and LEVI. All right, Whitted Marie says sold 10 calls, made $1,000 today, took profit on SOXL. There you go. XOXL. Well, that's on the semiconductors, but the tech stocks you saw the last 6 months are the ones that have been moving. All right. Can we see the short interest Palantir? I can't see that in VectorVest. I can't see the short interest in VectorVest fits. NVIDIA you want on the list. By the time I get to y'all's list, I'll have my 10 stocks that I want. All right, I'm just trying to say. Why is it not cool? Business is business, supply and demand. Why is it not cool? You think that it's okay for Amazon, knowing that they're the biggest online retailer, to just raise up prices $1 billion, make $1 billion, and just... I'm all for capitalism. Don't get me wrong. I'm all for capitalism. But does that not get to the point of maybe price gouging a little bit? Anybody agree with that? Do you think that what Amazon did was part of price gouging, or was it just business? Do you think that was part of price gouging or just business? I'm very curious. All right. So that's why I say to myself, I got to do some soul searching in regards to that. I am a red-blooded American, all about, God, country, family, that whole idea, and capitalism, in capitalism. All right, so that's just me. I saw the prices at Amazon on the same item different by 300% due to size and color. The algorithm probably inched it up by remaining inventory. Wow. I just think that, what is it that you think Amazon did? I think that on that story that I showed, that they were price gouging. By way of their algorithm, that they were price gouging. Amazon made $1 billion through secret price raising algorithms. I think, I'm wondering if they did some sense of gouging. Cheryl says, not price gouging. What's the alternative? That's another way of looking at it. I feel like Amazon is playing games with the subscription versus single purchase pricing. All right. Again, there's no right or wrong answer. I just wanted your opinion. No right or wrong answer, folks. I just wanted your opinion. All right. Just good capitalism, unfortunately, says Kirk. It could be unfair trade practices if they kept the prices down and put pressure. Wow, that's another way of looking at it, John. They could use their power, their purchasing power, to keep prices low and put pressure on smaller businesses to put them out of business. Or they could raise the prices. Very interesting. I didn't quite look at it that way. The fact inflation is so high is because of the price gouging by lots of companies. Now, I think that the inflation is so high because the economy is still strong and people are still spending money, Kanan. That's what I think. More so than the price gouging. A lot of companies are passing on price increases to keep up with the cost of doing business. There's a difference in passing on raising prices just to stay in business rather than raising prices because you can. In my mind, I think it's that way. I think it's that way. Not only are you about God, country, and family, Bobby, I think you are also a Marine. Ooh, the next everybody knows what the next big holiday is? Anybody know what the next big hday is? All right, I just want you to know. It's different every time I buy it. Is it really, Mark? All right. Anybody know what the next big holiday is? I'm looking to see the person who's got it. It's not vets. Not T. That's what I'm talking. Y'all got it wrong. It's the Marine Corps birthday. You got it, T. That was from one Marine to another Marine. No, y'all, only one person got it. The Marine Corps' birthday, November 10th. All right. That's what I was looking for. All right. Thank you, T. And again, that was from one Marine to another Marine. Happy birthday, Marines. Thank you, John. That's not until November 10th, though. All right, let's talk about, I'm going to give you some fish today. Cherry picking MPI. I did an MPI 3-day. I got these stocks for you. All right, I got these 3 stocks for you. PayPal rebounded pretty good. Do I have PayPal on here? LMN. Nope, I didn't put PayPal on here. Glenn, you need to do a November 10th live stream then. Oh, crud. See, Joey's going to have to write that down. I don't even have dress blues. I would do a live stream in dress blues. I don't have any dress blues that fit. I would do a live stream in dress blues, but I don't have any blues that fit. This is a 3-day MPI look. All right. If this market's going to have some legs to the upside, I wanted to prepare you. All right, let's go take a look. I'm giving you some fish. Let's go put these on my MPI layout. Look at this. A net. Nice move up. Was that an earnings play? Yep, that was earnings. The trend is still intact. I got an entry with RT. Same thing with fix. Earnings play. Trends intact. I got a buy signal with RT. Now, earnings play. Look at all of these earnings play and reaching out now to the MPI. I got a little bit of trend. I got entry. All right, these are 3 days. Wow, AJG, insurance brokers. Look at that. Look at that. That's purdy. So is FTI. That sure enough is purdy, though. And uranium. Wow. Ryan's done a couple of videos on uranium, but here's another uranium play. It's an ETF, URMM. Look at that trend. Look at that trend. All right, so that was on one set of stocks I want to give you. Midas Touch stocks. All right, I've given you some Midas Touch stocks. Let's go check those out. That's another graph layout. All right, that's another graph layout. All of these, as a VectorVest subscriber, you get. You get all of these layouts. Put some 3-month graph. Look at that. GNE, utility electric. Wow, look at that. Transportation, look at that. Musa, big pullback. Watch that, though. Watch that. But I love the graph, but I'd be very careful. My moving averages, which are the 10 and the 65, are definitely in play. But watch Musa as a big wick starting to show its ugly head. Wow, look at that. GDHG. Ooh-wee. Trading at the session highs. Another uranium play. I've given you now 2 uranium fish today. I've given you an ETF, and I've given you another stock, and it's relatively inexpensive. UEC, 45-degree angle. So, 2 big major uranium fish today. Here's my more aggressive plays. Notice that they're not all buys. All right, I've done this on a couple of different searches that I have that I like from an aggressive means. Actually, let's go put on the 3.8. Where's my 3.8? MPI 3.8. Nope. Where's my 3.8? It would be it would be trade. All right. Why do I like these? From a bottom fishing perspective, the 3 and the 8 have crossed and it's above trend. Looking at my 20-day moving average on good volume. TGB. Keep your eyes on these. These are more aggressive plays. Here's a marijuana play. The 3 and the 8 cross, but look at that. It's not back above trend yet, which is my 20-day. Shopify, I did like Rajiv. That was another stock that it wasn't on my list of earnings, but I did see it. Shopify, I do like. Shopify, I do like. I saw that Square was doing something. Hold on. I don't remember. Square. Oh, they have earnings tonight. That's what it is. Square's got earnings tonight. PayPal and Square should merge, you saying, J. Rolf. I do know that Square has got earnings tonight. I knew that hit me for some reason. Here's another one, NUVB. Notice that these are definitely bottom fishing. Look at the 3.8 crosses. All right, 3.8 crosses on sundown. Another marijuana stock. This is PXLW. A lot of these stocks you may not know about. All right, but I'm finding them as these are aggressive bottom fishing plays. Does everybody understand that? Yes or no? These are aggressive bottom fish. Type it in the room. Does everybody understand that these are aggressive bottom fishing plays? Yes or no? All right, how do you get ahead of earnings for a good trade? Can it be done? No, because you're taking a guess, James, on what earnings is going to do. All right, you're taking a guess on what earnings is going to do. So I don't think you can truly get ahead. And you got a 50% chance on being right and a 50% chance of being wrong. All right, and what else do I have? Let's go look at your picks. All right, now I've taken down some. If I've got 10, I'm not going to look for no more. CLFT. There we go. Yeah, did I get it wrong? CFLT, maybe that's what it is. Cava, CAVA, USO for oil, eBay. You want an eBay? comma, APLS, comma, Levi, comma, NVIDIA, comma, RSP, comma, SMCI, comma, PMT, and of course we were gonna put more in there. That's SoFi. Ryan did something on SoFi as well. TAKT, comma, AIR, comma, ISA, I'll take TK, comma, MDB, comma, DDOG, comma, SMCI is already on the list, DACK, DAKT. I thought that was on the list. Dang it. Now I'm mad at you for making me type it in there. Who was that? That was John. RTX, Raytheon, right? Comma, one more. Who's new? Charles. I've not seen your name. So that's gonna be all my. So is this why I feel like I'm chasing stocks? Says James. Listen, when I showed you that graph, when I showed you the graph of the market timing graph, this is where the chasing the stocks goes. This is where. Are we in a downtrend by way of the graph price action? We are. I really need to see if we can break above and stay above. We broke above, and see this day we broke above, and look at where we closed for the day, back below. All right, so there we go. Have a good day, Mark. Let's go look at these stocks that we just put in here. Where'd they all go? Oh, what just happened? No. Did I just lose them all? No. Did I really?
I broke it. My fault.
Did you really?
My fault.
Man. Sigh. Did you really?
Me?
Yeah.
Not intentionally.
All right. Oh, man. How did that
You think you did? What'd you do?
I don't know.
You were typing them all in.
They were all there.
You were putting them under viewers. Did you put them under customer picks?
Oh, is that?
Viewers.
Woo! All right. Never mind. All right. That's okay. There they are. Oh, I got scared.
You're lucky you keep me around.
All right. It's true. All right. What would I concentrate on? The stocks that have a VST above 1. The stocks that have a VST below 1. Let's go look at those. Those are the ones at the bottom of the list. Those are the ones you gave me. All right. Let's go see what they look like. View the stock graph. Man, I almost cried a little bit. I did. eBay coming off a level of support, the 3 and the 8 cross and above the 20-day and undervalued. That's the stop price. Let's take the stop price off. I like the move. What am I looking for? This little swing high right here. We're right at it. We're at that level of 38.93. Let's go see if it can break above and stay above. Levi. Now, Jazz, is it you that's made money on Levi? I'd say be careful. Who is the person that is utilizing and making money on Levi? Who's the person that's doing that? Rick says Levi hired Michelle Gass as president director after she ran Kohl's down. Ooh. It was you, Jazz. Jazz, I want you to pay attention to something here. Where's Levi in a little bit of a channel? I do like that the 3 and the 8 are positive and it's above the 20-day, but I need to see this stock get out of this channel. The level of resistance is 13.94. That's what I'm looking for. Does that make sense, Jazz? All right. And as a swing trade, be careful. I'd rather let you be in a stock that's moving up rather than sitting in a channel. That's just my 2 cents. All right. That's just my 2 cents. Let's go to the next one. MDB. Another channeling stock with not a lot of volume, and I'm not feeling this stock based upon price action. I'm looking at a lot of bars with not a lot of trading. I'd rather have you in a stock that's got more volume. DDOG, couple of things I do like. I like coming off that level of support. Excuse me, beautiful hammer right there, 3-8 cross, trending higher. You know what else I see? Look at this. Look at this. I got a little bit of a wedge going on with DDOG. And if it breaks above, like it is right now, I got a level of resistance, though. I got a current level of resistance sitting at 78.89. Let's go see if it can break above that and stay above that on good volume. I've got below average volume on DDOG as well. I'd rather be in a stock that's got some volume. Moderna, I think the lack of sales.
Says you're on a 1 minute chart.
Oh, mother son of a gun. I almost cussed, Joey. Did you hear me almost cuss?
Mother son of a gun.
Mother son of a gun. Thank you, Lee. Let's go back. All right, eBay. Thank you, Lee. eBay, I'd like to see the 3 cross below, above the 8. I do like the move coming up off this level of support, but I'd like to see the 3 go back above the 8. All right, let's go to Levi. Again, there it is, sitting in a channel within a channel within another channel. This stock is just channeling all over the place. The 3 and the 8 haven't crossed yet. It is still below trend by way of the 20-day. RT is above 1. I'd like to see it get out of its own way before I start to try to make money on it. MDB, wrong answer. 3 and 8 are down. It's just going down. And I got a level of support sitting at 322.01. Big down day on a big up day. All right, big up day in the market, but big down day on the stock. DDOG definitely trending lower. Thank you, Lee. You made me look at this a lot differently. Definitely trending lower. It's sitting now at a 3-month low. It's sitting right now. I'm looking at a 3-month graph. Yeah, it's sitting at a 3-month low and just getting lower. I'm not feeling that either. All right, unless you're shorting it. mRNA, nice little rebound day today, but it gapped down. Still is below yesterday's close. The 3 and the 8 are still bearish and below trend on big volume day. Big volume. People are selling out of that stock. Kava. Look at that. I like the move. Let's see if we can get above this level of 35.07. Who gave me Kava? I do like the 3-8 cross above trend. I'd like to see it break above. If it breaks above this stock's got a lot of upside potential. All right. EXTR has an RT of 0.23. Yeah. Why not put the charts on a daily 6-month chart to see how they're doing in this environment? I'm in a 3-month chart. I like the 3-month chart. That's a quarter. I like the 3-month chart. All right, I like that. Joey saved the day when Glenn was having a senior moment. Wow, John, that's kind of funny. All right, CF. Wow, was that an earnings play? Yeah, no. Even before earnings, it wasn't good. All right, so those are the stocks at the bottom of the list. Let's go look at the stocks at the top of the list, starting from TK. Shipping. Shipping is on the move again. Shipping is on the move again. Made some cash shorting Kava last night. I think that was a good play. Graph selected. These were the stocks at the top of the list. Put these on a 3-month graph. There we go. SoFi. Was that earnings? Yep. All right. Nice move. Let's go see if we can get above this level of 826. If it does, I do like this. Look at this. Wow, it's almost breaking above the downtrend. Right there at it and at that level of resistance. I like the play, but what don't I like? I don't like the falling volume. I'd like to see the price going up on rising volume. RT is above 1. I'm not feeling the volume, but I like the price action. Let's go see if we can get back up above that. TK, down day, I like the play. One day doesn't make a trend. A little bit of a dark cloud cover. Let's go see if we get follow through. If we get follow through on this candlestick pattern, then I'd think about taking half off the table. All right, then I'd think about taking half off the table. SMCI. Someone said SMCI huge lower wick today, which shows buying pressure. Bill. All right, let's go see if it'll hold out. The 3 hasn't crossed above the 8, and it's still below trend with the 20-day. It's got a ways to go. That could be a hammer almost. A lot of buying pressure, but I got to see the stock start to move first. Does that make sense, Bill? NVIDIA, 3-8 cross, and it's above trend. It could be the onset. Hammer formation could be the onset of a nice move on NVIDIA. What else is on here? Now, big selling pressure. Shooting star pattern. The volume was good, decently above average volume. Shooting star, after it gapped up, that could be, what is that? An abandoned baby on the island of the Starship Enterprise. I always forget what that is. Somebody Somebody tell me. Wait, it's not in a band. It's some kind of rotating island in the hemisphere of the black hole. What is that? What if we get another candle and it gaps down? What would that be? Somebody's gonna type it in the room. I always forget. What I'm looking for is for it to gap down on tomorrow and give me that candlestick pattern. But right now it does look like a shooting star, which is a bearish indication. An evening star. Earnings today are due today. So on TK. All right. And no, it's not a spinning. I don't think it's a spinning top, Rick. This is all over the place. This is all over the place. If you're not one that likes volatility, you stay away from this stock. Thank you, Steven. Evening Star. If you don't like volatility, you stay away from this stock. Now, with that being said, it did go above a level of resistance. This is more of a spinning top and a lot of selling pressure, though. It's the 3.8 cross. Oh, no, 3.8 have already crossed. It's above trend, and then it just got stagnant. Just be careful with that. DAKT, I like the move, but it's in a big channel. There's the level of resistance. Here's the level of support. Pulling down, the 3 and 8 are still in play and above trend, but a down day. All right, but a down day. Did I tell you to get out of it? No, but if you got profits on it, I wouldn't mind taking half off as it's pulling back from that level of resistance. Next one, PMT. You want to love me? PMT, pretty modern thing. I just made that up. Earnings play, nice move up. Volume's pulling back, though. That could be a bearish divergence on price and volume. But it is moving up after earnings. Keep your eyes. If we can get above this last level of resistance, I'd really like it. If you're in it right now, leave it alone. If you're not in it, let's get past that level of resistance up there. What else? APLS, a pharmaceutical, earnings moving up. The 3 and 8 have been solid and above trend, slowly moving higher. If you're in it, leave it alone. If you're not, let's go. Actually, it's above that level of almost. I'd like to be above this level of resistance of 50.84 before I pull the trigger. USO, oil. I don't want to get into this conversation because it makes me upset to look at this. Oil should be moving, but it ain't. You know, when I move, you move, just like that. When I put your hands upon my hips, when you dip, I dip, we dip. And it's just dipping. All right. Oil is a tough play. I'm still a fan of it by way of world events, but it's a tough play. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. It's a tough play. The 3 and 8 or not. So if I'm looking at getting into it based upon what I look for, it's not the right time to be in it. Side. RSP, large cap, 3.8 cross, above trend, could possibly be coming out of a downtrend. If the market starts moving higher, I like this play. RT went back above 1. I like this play. Kurosh, I'm not going to look at coin. These are the only stocks I looked at, about 19-year stocks. Look at about 19-year stocks. There's Raytheon. I already did it, and this is probably when the war kicked off. I did a video on that day, the day after the war kicked off, saying think about getting into defense stocks. Raytheon is paying off. Do you do Kava? I was on a call. Yeah, I did Kava. Kava was one of the stocks. Where is it at? It's towards the bottom of my list. I don't think I liked it. 3-month view. Oh, I did say we got to get above this level of 3507. If we get above that level, 3507, the stock's got a lot of upside. It's got a lot of upside if we can get above that. All right, I'm done now. I'm only 4 minutes over. Only 4 minutes, Joey. Which one do I want? I want that one. I'm only 4 minutes over. We looked at a lot of your stocks.
Time's a little late.
What again?
Running behind for my tea time.
Whatever. You don't even know how to play golf.
Man.
All right, Joey, what's your handicap?
I'm a little slow in the head.
Now, that was funny. No. That was funny. This goes to show you know nothing about golf. You know absolutely nothing about golf.
My
Wow.
hip don't work.
Huh?
My hip don't work.
Your hip? Yeah. Well, my hips don't lie. So.
My hips don't lie.
Yeah, my hips don't.
That's different.
All right. whatever happened today, we had all those people. Thank you so much for that. I'm sure that that's going to help our algorithms bigly. But I think that with what we try to do in all of our live streams, we weren't trying to have that many people hear. That was just awesome. That was so awesome. So, Veterans Day is observed normally on November 11 as a tribute to the military veterans and armed forces, not to be confused with Memorial Day. Thank you, veterans, for giving us freedom. You got it. Thank you for that. Great job, Glenn, with the assist from Joey. What did Joey do? I just what did Joey do? I'm just. Can somebody answer me? What did Joey do? Okay, no answers. All right.
Yeah, I want you to see you now. Nobody can hear you or see you. Yeah, really. I'm gonna put your volume back on.
Yeah.
That's it.
Really? So you took me off? Yeah, you think you got the power. All right, that's all right. All right, you got the power. That's all right. That's all right. That's all right.
I got the juice now. I muted you again.
Stop muting me. Sigh. I'm always nice to Joey, Janice. I'm always nice to Joey. All right. Was your meeting yesterday about you going over too much? No, Nat. Wow. I'm leaving. Listen. Adios, arrivederci, ciao, au revoir, sayonara, aloha to all my peeps in Hawaii. Thank you. Thank you, Nat. Thank you, Nat. Bom dia. Salam, shalom, namaste, yasu. Yas. Man, I don't like none of y'all. I love y'all, though, but I don't like none of y'all. Yasu. Hey, adios, folks. See ya.